It's a horrible day in the mask pit. A horrible day in the mask pit. Hey everyone, Nick down here in the mask pit, and you see, brought in my little friend here, Art the Clown. And yeah, I thought we'd do this a little something different here. And I can't seem to get away with masks with white faces, can I? But anyway, this should be fun. I have been waiting to do this for a while. It was actually hard for me to get a Art the Clown mask. They did not have them in spirit this Halloween season, unless they had them earlier on and I just didn't notice them. I don't know, but I had to actually get this. I think I got this from eBay, and I went with the TOTS version. I know there's a tingly version, something like that. And I may do another one of those if I you know, get some response or something. If I get like people are like, yeah, we want more Art the Clown, you know, I'll go full guns. But anyway, this is I thought this was a really good sculpt and representation of Art the Clown. I've got my reference pictures here. Well, that's the same. But yeah, I mean, that is pretty darn tootin', pretty close. Yeah. So anyway, coming up in this video, it's the 6-month period from when I monetized my YouTube channel. So at the end of the video, I'm going to let you know how much money, a little bit of this, I made to date. You may be surprised and shocked. What else am I going to do? I just finished up this. Oh, Mr. McCreepy, a package for me? Oh, why? Thank you, Mr. McCreepy. And yeah, and you have a horrible day, Mr. McCreepy. Thank you, I will. You know what? I'm going to open this at the end of the video because I really am chomping at the bit here. But I will open this at the end of the video, and we'll see what Mr. McCreepy brought me. Now, one thing I want to do with this, I've seen a few rehauls on this, overhauls. I hate that word rehaul. It's not even in the dictionary. You can't even put it in the phone for spell check. It doesn't exist. Yet, everybody says it. But anyway, for this overhaul, I did get some eyes, some acrylic eyes. And so this is just going to be a bust, not an actual wearable version. And I kind of like the look that he's going here, either looking down, or I've seen some pictures of him looking really sinister, looking off to the side, and I think that may be the way I'm going to go. Well, right now, I've never done one of these, so I'm just feeling my way through this. So help me feel along with me. Now, the first thing we want to do is, you see, it's a little floppy on the on my foam head here. So what I want to do, I want to make the foam head a little bit bigger. And how do we do that, kids? Now, how did I show everybody how to do it? We get some beanies and we stretch it over the mask. And this will make it bigger. That's one. I think I'm going to put another one on it. So we're going to put this over there and see how that's going to give us more of a sturdy, workable surface. Yeah, much better. But I want to give it some I want to give it some dimension, some detail, and so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go with a wash. Yeah, I'm going to go with a wash. Now, one thing good about this mask here, I don't have to strip any paint. I don't have to go over it and repaint it because it actually looks pretty darn rootin' tootin' good just the way it is. All I have to do is I'm going to prepare the surface. Okay, so what I have here is some acetone, and I've been using this. Sometimes I use lacquer thinner, but I've switched sometimes to acetone for no particular reason, except that it may be slightly stronger than lacquer thinner. So I'm just going to give him a rub down. Okay. All right, so what I'm going with, I usually use a typical mud mixture, which is black and brown. But for this, I'm going to get away a little bit from the brown. I still am going to use a little bit of this, but I'm going to blacken it up a little bit. And then I'm going to lighten it up a little bit with some white. So I have my mixing cup here. And you can see how scientific I am in my measurements. I just a few drops here, a few drops there, and then I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to do a little test to see how it comes out. I'm going to put some water in that. Okay, so we have kind of like a dark grayish wash right now. And I want to do just a little now you can see, now can you see how it's beading up there? I'll tell you how we take care of that. Take that off. And I have a makeup brush with some baby powder on it. So what we're going to do, we're going to baby powder this whole mask. just going to go over that. And I want to lighten up some of these highlights here. Basically just around here. Yeah, that's about it. So one thing I want to do at this point, before I put the eyes in, is to seal it. And if I want to change anything, I can still change stuff, you know, because it's just, you know. Okay, now here are our eyes. I got these from Amazon. These are 32 millimeter. Now I typically use 26 millimeters, but because this is kind of an oversized mask, I thought these would fit better, and they do. Now one thing I want to do, I think I want him looking off to the side. I don't know if I want him looking up to the side, down to the side, or just generally to the side. Here's down. I did a Phantom of the Opera mask that I'll insert right here, and you can see the eyes. I replicated actually a picture of him looking off to the side and a little bit downward. And that looked, that really captured. It really brings life to the mask. All right, now I have some Weldwood contact cement. I'm going to put just a little bit on my brush. I'm going to put it on the inside. Then I'm going to take my eyeball and figure out where I want it positioned. Like so. And it's very hard to not get glue on your eyeball, but that will come off. So now we have our contact cement on our eyeball also. So I just had to take the plunge and figure out a way to do it myself. And I've used a couple different methods, and this method is as bad or as good as any of them I've tried. But the results are really good. Okay, so let those dry. I don't want to get those mixed up. And we'll let those dry for about 15 minutes. Okay, let's hope that I'm in frame when I do this. glue so that it makes a good contact. Now what I'm going to do tomorrow when this is really dry is I'm going to turn the mask inside out and really secure these eyes a whole lot better. Now because of the eyes in here, I took my beanies off of here because I want some room. I don't want the eyes to be actually smushed in to that beanie and take away the position. So I took those off so that it's more roomy. And I'm being very careful. Okay, now I can kind of clean up these eyes. You can see it looks pretty cool with the, yeah, that really adds to it. But we're going to clean them up now. What I have here is a brush with barely any bristles on the end. And I've got some mineral spirits. And I have it in the cap here, and I'm just going to... Of course, it'd be nice if I used the bristle end, yeah. Dip that in there. Now I'm just going to go over the glue where it's on the eyeball. And I'm just softening it right now. You don't want to really use an X-Acto blade because you don't want to scratch the surface of your eye. So I use these little wooden skewers. Okay, so I've got a little very thin, watery, watered down nutmeg brown in here. And I liked it the way it was. I really liked it, but it was just kind of missing something. And I didn't know quite what, and I'm hoping this is what it was missing. Now I'm going to shoot from behind, and I'm going to catch the back of all of these kind of raised parts of the mask. I'm shooting back. Very light. I mean, you can't, I mean, I can barely see it. I'm going to hit the side of the nose here. Do this side. I'm just skimming the tops there. And I'm hoping this will just give the mask and its features. Just now I want to get under here just a little more dimension and a little more fullness and roundness to those wrinkled parts and the raised brow and everything. Now I don't know if that is showing up. Maybe if I'm going to put it against something else. Okay, so I've got it behind a white background. I'm going to put even another light on. And it's very subtle, but I like it. Subtle, but I like it, yeah. There's just a very faint shadowing under all of these brows and in back of these. And yes, I think this is what the mask was missing. Or the paint up. The mask is great. It was what my paint job was missing. Just another, another dimension. Really loving those green and red eyes. A winner for me, I've seen the pictures of the Tinsley, and the Tinsley seems to be lacking the facial details. It's more... It has a more of a bland expression. So that's why I went with the TOTS. I may do a Tinsley if I can find one. Very hard to find. Time to open our box that Mr. McCreepy delivered in the beginning of this program. Now I know who it's from. And he did tell me he was sending me something, but he didn't say what. And he asked me a whole bunch of questions for the past few weeks about stuff, and I would just answer them not knowing what was going on. And it's from my friend Louis Luke. Dear Nick, I hope you love the surprise that's in the box. From Louis and Donika. All right, well, we certainly will find out. Oh, Donika did this nice drawing of your friend and mine, Michael Myers. That's pretty sharp there, Donika. Yeah. Loving it. Loving it. Looks like a pencil and ink drawing. I'm just going to set that up here. Oh boy, now what's going on? Now, Louis, I don't smoke, but, oh, these are candy cigarettes. Wow. I didn't even think they made these anymore. They made these when I was a kid. I didn't think they made them anymore. Skittles, and who doesn't love Skittles? Fun Dips. So far, I like the candy theme. Ring Pops. Oh, look at this. Now here's some more candy. Lucky Lights. And more Skittles. Wow. I love to have little snacks down here in the mask pit. Oh, look at this. A nice picture, color picture of Michael Myers catching the kid. And actually I use this as a reference picture, because people say, gee, what can you... And as a matter of fact, I do believe I colorized this picture and I put it out there on the internet, and now it's just everywhere, the colorized version, because I do remember doing... It took a long time to colorize, but I did it. But you can pick out the flesh tones here, and the ear hole is hidden in the ear well. But yeah, thank you very much for that. Oh, look at this! This looks like Louis did a little rehaul of a NECA H2 figure. So let me get the camera on this. so you can see it. Let me get that off of there. He rehauled a figure. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get a close-up here of Lewis's work. Yeah, now this is Halloween H2, but he turned it into, I see what you did there, Lewis. He turned it into a Kills version, because you can see the charred side of the face there. And of course this was the Blood Tears mask, so it's the Blood Tears Kills version. And it looks like, did he put hair on that himself? He did. God bless his little heart. He actually haired, and this is hard, he actually haired with real hair these two heads. That is amazing. Yeah, that is extremely difficult, but Lewis, you did a great job, and I thank you so much for that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, love it. So there you have it, our finished Art the Clown, the Terrifier, who is terrifying movie audiences right now with Terrifier 3. I did see Terrifier 3, and I heard people were walking out of the movie because of the violence in the first part, and I guess throughout. I don't know what it is with people. I'm like, it's special effects. They're good special effects. It's cool the way they're doing that. You know, that's how I see it. Yes, it is a little gory. It makes it kind of wince a little bit, but it's special effects. So, you know, don't let it get you. I've actually got I want to do another art with just a little bit of more of a shooting from the back, maybe a little more dramatic, a little more punchier color, not so thinned down. Maybe change the color to maybe a little bit khaki or something. But that's what it's all about, to find a experiment with new ways how to paint things until you get something that it's like, yeah, that's what it is. But I'm really extremely happy with this. I think it looks awesome. I wish everybody could see it here in person. And now I got to tell you how much money I've made. It's been 6 months since I monetized my YouTube channel. And now if you go back to that very first video where I mentioned it, it goes back to April. I said my goal is to make $100 this year. That's my goal. I want to make $100 with my videos. I had 130 videos. Now I have almost 160, I think, somewhere around there. And I had problems with my Google account. The hardest thing to understand is this. Google is YouTube too. YouTube is not Google. I thought YouTube was YouTube and Google was Google. You go in to get paid, you have to go through Google Pay. And it's like, to me, it's very confusing. So anyway, so after the runaround of going from site to site and going in circles and clicking on things and not really understanding what they're talking about, I got paid. Okay, at first I thought I was going to get a check in the mail because there was a whole, oh, you got to verify your address. You got to verify your address, I kept getting. And it's like, okay, I verified my address 3 times. Still, I get nothing in the mail. And then I find out that they're putting it in my bank account. Who knew? I didn't know. And I'm proud to say and pleased to say that they have put $500 in my bank account. Mm-hmm. Yep. So 6 months I made it $500, and I'm hoping I can, in a year, I can make $1,000, which isn't. I mean, to me, it's like wow, you know. But I mean, I know that some people that I know personally, you know, make thousands and thousands, and some people hundreds of thousands with their millions of views, and they're getting checks left and right, and this and that. I'm happy with 1,000. But please keep supporting my YouTube channel and help me grow I don't ever expect to get 1 million viewers or stuff like that because I have a little specialized channel here that just me and you, us, we're interested in it. We know what's going on, you know. The other people, we don't care about those other people that don't care about us. We care about us. That's all that matters. So please keep supporting my channel. Comment and share and like and thumbs up and all that stuff. And that's what helps get YouTube push my videos a little bit more. So anyway, so I am going to clean up a little bit around here, and I'm coming back with another video. Yeah, I don't know what the next one is yet, but I'll be back in a week or two. Until then, I hope everybody has a horrible day. Yeah. Come on.